Welcome, everybody. Party people, Cade, to the Not Very Good with Words podcast.
Is he not a party person? I don't think that's fair.
Nah,
You don't-
I sit in my room all day, play video games, watch anime.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pandemic
You can get a
just got me
girlfriend
locked up in
anytime
my
you
room,
want.
man. I hate it.
I'm gonna be there this weekend, so be ready.
Sick.
Wait, really?
Now we can be salty in each
Yeah,
other's faces.
I'm going over there this weekend to sell cards to Freddie, and we're gonna open a booster box and some other stuff.
Is that going on the YouTube channel?
Probably not. I mean, it's his box, so he can do whatever. If he wants me to record it, we can. But yeah. But enough of that. Go ahead, level 9.
This week we're joined by Cade. Hello, Cade.
Hello. Try to do a James intro there.
Yeah.
The typical hello.
I say hello and then you're quiet for 45 minutes and then you talk about
Man.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
We also have BeterBan here again.
Hello.
And we have Nerds, formerly known as Himegoto.
Hey.
Himegoto. Man.
Where did Himegoto come from?
Anyone want to beat me to that answer?
That's not one MMO, isn't
I want
it?
to hear it from you.
You want to hear it from me? So, a long time ago when I was really young and we had DirecTV, there was a channel called Encore Wham. And Encore Wham, there were like different ones. There was Encore Wham, Encore Mystery, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Wham played anime. And so on the weekends, really late, like at midnight or so, it would play this anime called Vandred. And Vandred's a mecha anime about this guy who gets stuck on a ship full of women. Anyway, the first season's ending theme is called Himegoto, and that's where my name came from. It did not come from the short gag anime that's actually titled Himegoto, but I get associated with that a lot. So
Sure, it's not.
Yeah.
We know what you and Taylor like to do.
So what is
Where you dress up
what
in
does
dresses.
Himegoto mean?
So I think it can mean secret, but a lot of times it gets associated with secret princess. Secret.
Man, all I can think about is Fat Princess on the PlayStation.
Dang,
What a terrible game.
She was in PlayStation All-Stars.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I know her mostly from.
I remember playing that at college. Gosh, that game was so bad.
It is pretty atrocious.
I hated
What'd
that
you
game. Said the
What
game
is-
College. It was awful. I hated it.
Oh, that game sucked too.
Yeah, dude. The point system sucked, dude. It wasn't even rewarding.
Yeah, what the hell is a credit? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I can't even buy anything with this.
Yeah, no.
I have to pay for it. Yeah, dude. College is so pay to win. I hate it.
And then you don't get anything for beating it.
Man, when you have those professors that are like, hey, I wrote the textbook for this class, but I'm still going to ask you to pay $200 for it. And I'm like, thanks. I had some nice professors that were like, hey, this is the textbook they told us to tell you to get, but just buy this $20 one off Amazon.
The only one I think of that was terrible was I had like some kind of internet class where the teacher was super old and she didn't know anything about the internet. And she was like, we were having tests on Google stuff that wasn't around anymore. And you could Google the Google thing and it wouldn't come up.
God, I remember I had one professor like that, and she had her like password written on a sticky note on the fucking whiteboard. And I'm like, oh my God.
I'll never forget this.
God, I remember she asked the students like once to like remind her what her password was, and I'm like, you should. Like, oh my God.
Wasn't in a computer science class, was it?
No.
So, Cade,
What's up?
you've been streaming
I have been. Been playing a
like
lot
10
of
hours a
Melee,
day,
Osu.
10 hours a day, forever.
How's learning the tablet?
So it's kind of painful in between my index and middle finger, but it hurt yesterday more than it did today, so maybe I just got to get used to it. Other than
Are you
that,
holding
it's
it like a
really fun.
normal pen, or are you like?
Yeah, I've tried like
Ripping it?
different ways to hold it, but I think the main thing is like that I have to hover it above the tablet and I can't touch the tablet. So it's like awkward to. I'm like forcing myself not to touch the tablet, and I think that's what's making it hurt.
What kind
You
of tablet
should,
are you using?
Starts with an H. It's not a Wacom, but it's the other one. I just googled best tablets for Osu.
Got it. I don't play Osu, but I do want to get a drawing tablet because I'm trying to learn some Eastern Asian languages, and being able to like write the alphabet would be useful instead of typing it.
I have a bamboo Wacom.
I have an
Wacom,
extra
whatever the fuck it is.
tablet, but I don't have the pin for it because one of my roommates, I won't name who, lost it, so I had to buy a new one.
It's probably that damn Nidalee came into your room and stole it.
Monka W.
Always stealing my pins.
How much was the drawing tablet, if you don't mind me asking?
This one was on, I think it was 30.
Oh,
30 or 40.
Damn, you got a deal. I paid 80 for mine.
I just Googled on Amazon.
You should have got like a fight stick and then put it in that, so you'd have the buttons and then you'd be scribbling on it.
Should have just used a PS4 controller.
There you go.
Just use the little touchpad on the PS4 controller.
Dude, you can.
I'd be an Osu god.
Haven't people set up their Wii motes on Osu or something like that?
Wait, people do that?
I have no idea. I've seen people do what's it called? VR chat Osu. It looks crazy.
VR
how do you even
Osu.
aim at that? Yeah.
Man.
So it's not like Beat Saber. It's like actual Osu.
Yeah, it's actually Osu.
Mom, I want Beat Saber. No, we have Beat Saber at home.
So how far did you get in Pokemon last night, Dave?
I got to Mount Moon.
Are you playing Sun and Moon?
No, Fire Red. It's like one of the first caves you get to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's been a really long time since I've played.
Is there anything happening in this run, or is it just like a standard playthrough?
No, me and a friend are doing a Nuzlocke Soul Link randomizer. So each area we go to, we have our first encounter. That's the Pokemon we have to catch for that area. And any Pokemon after that, we can only battle, but we can't catch. And once a Pokemon faints, it's dead. You can't use it anymore. And then the Soul Link is each Pokemon in each area that we catch are linked. So our starters are linked, for example, and his starter died, and I lost like my best Pokemon because his died.
Oh no!
So like, yeah, for each area, if one of our Pokemon faints, then the other one faints.
Dang. I've seen that challenge a couple times. It looks like a nightmare.
Like, so when his fainted, like, did yours just die, or is it like you had to go kill
I had
it?
to. Yeah, I just had to go release it. I put it in my.
It's so sad.
I know it was.
What do you think happens to them after?
They live a better life and not inside a Pokeball.
Dang. Yo, Nintendo, please address these issues. I need to know.
I think in Black and White they do address that. They make it to where
I wouldn't be surprised it would, like, in Black and White.
Yeah, that was back when PETA was going at them because they were like, "This is animal cruelty." So they made a storyline that said Pokemon love to fight.
They're kind of like live in a spa.
I swear there was a movie where it showed what it was like inside a Pokeball.
Man, I bet PETA came back at them being like, "Yo, that's like the equivalent to the Matrix. How dare you?" God, I remember they made that like ROM hack or whatever.
Oh, PETA.
Yeah, PETA made a ROM hack of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where like
it was super messed up.
Like they had the Cooking Mama one too, where they're just throwing whole turkeys into the batter and cooking them alive.
Yeah. I don't know why they're fighting animal cruelty on fake animals.
Wait, PETA actually did that?
Yes.
Yeah. It was back in like 2010 or something like that. It's been a long time.
I know there's
ago.
like better organizations about like that, like try to fight animal cruelty. It's just PETA's like, I forgot what there's like a few of them. PETA's just like literally there. They are.
Have you seen the videos where they'll go and steal homeless people's pets and stuff because they're not living their best life? And like the homeless people are crying. They're like, "Don't take my animal, please." Those have cemented into my mind as fuck PETA. All my homies hate PETA. PETA bread, fuck PETA bread.
Anything that says PETA is not for me. You remember that PETA guy from the Hunger Games? Yeah, fuck him.
I've never seen the Hunger Games. Are they good?
Good.
He was like a baker, and then I remember that like in the movie how he was like he turned himself into like a tree.
I remember that. He just put a bunch of mud on himself, made him look like a tree.
He stood by a tree. What the fuck?
Wait, it's all PETA? It always has been. I don't even know if that movie is good. It's been such a long time, and I was like way too young to understand the concept of a bad movie.
I'm still too young to understand the concept of a bad movie.
Hey, Cade, you love all movies, don't you?
I love every movie I watch.
It's like that's so wild to me, dude. I watch bad stuff all the time.
Every anime, every I can't dislike it.
That's not true because there were plenty of animes I watched that you used to make fun of me for that I liked and you didn't like.
Like what?
What's that horror one? Another or something?
That's one of my favorite, and I literally had the manga of that.
What the fuck?
Wait, how
I love that
horror anime? I mean, I know that's a thing, but I don't know. Like, is that stuff actually scary?
No.
Another was more like Final Destination. It wasn't really.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, like people died in like the most.
Yeah, the
like,
dude
insane
who's
ways.
walking up the mountain and gets struck by lightning.
Chick that falls down the stairs and lands on her umbrella.
You know, I remember watching Parasite and being told that was like a horror anime and stuff, and I'm like, there's no way that's a horror anime.
What would be
that's a
another
romance
one
for sure.
What's like When They Cry?
They cry.
Yeah, it's like some game they adapted into an anime. It's supposed to be horror. Corey was here, he'd be like, yeah, dude, I know that one. And typing like a madman.
Hunter really likes that show.
Are there other horror animes? I don't actually know.
I know there's like the psychological horror stuff that's
About
pretty
that
popular.
Pupa, let's go. That's an anime right there.
Pupa's is the one where they like eat each other or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or is that
something like
okay.
I think
I know this
sister
one-
eats the brother or something like that.
I know this anime is not horror, but have you guys heard of Detective Conan?
Yeah, that's farthest you can get away from horror.
Well, I didn't know. Okay, so like I don't know why, but like a lot of American anime fans have like no idea what that show is. But it's like one of the biggest things in Japan.
Yeah, it has like a ton of seasons, right? It ran for a really long time.
It's still running. It's been
kinda like
running
Lupin.
since the early 90s, I think.
So the next One Piece, or I guess it is One Piece.
Lupin the Third is like that, where a lot of people, it's really famous in Japan, but I don't know how many people really know it here. It's been running
the guy who looks like a
70s.
monkey.
Yeah,
I've seen I saw the trailer of that. That shit looked funny.
it used to come on Adult Swim when we were kids.
All right, okay, question. Is Boondocks an anime? Is it? I can't. I hear people call it an anime, but it's made by an American studio and it doesn't look like it's an anime.
What's
It's
the
an American
definition of an
animated
anime?
sitcom.
Yeah, anime is just
I mean, yeah.
cartoons.
Yeah,
It's the
I would imagine
same
every
thing.
cartoon would be considered an anime.
Gosh, the Boondocks is so funny, man.
It is, dude. I'm like, man, that was like very early 2000s.
I watch it a lot when I go hang out with Freddie at his house.
He's like, hey, watch this. This is just like my life. Damn, Grimcat.
I
And
can
then I
only
go home
think
and
of
watch King of the Hill because that's like my life.
King of the Hill is so funny.
Oh,
They'd
apparently
be angry if they could read.
it's not like done or anything, because I mean, there's not like an end to it. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's.
And to what?
Is there an end to the show?
So which
Into
one?
what?
The Boondocks.
Um,
Oh well, it hasn't. A new episode hasn't come out since 2014. Maybe they are done with it.
No, it's on
Probably.
hiatus like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? They're coming out with the new season. Totally, yeah.
well, the
I'm
Boondocks
mostly-
is based off of a comic strip from some point in time. So maybe they're making more stories, just like Hunter x Hunter.
It's Hunter x Hunter, actually.
Cade, kick him out of the call.
Do I have the priority? I'll
I
do it
actually
right
have
now.
no clue.
Oh boy,
Mini heart attack.
man.
Do you still have that thick water we drank a few weeks ago?
I actually shoved it in the trash can the other day, finally. So I was.
Have you guys ever seen Death Note?
I've
I
seen
have.
like the first like half of it, and then one day I watched the last episode.
Dang,
This happened years ago.
man, you're like, man, it all makes sense now.
Mhm.
God.
I don't know why it's so funny to me.
You
I
watched the
was-
best arc and then
Oh,
you just
God.
gave
I heard
up.
the manga's better.
I think that was at a point where I didn't have consistent access to the internet, and I think I had seen some of it on Adult Swim or something. I don't know. And then one day when I had internet access, I guess I was like, I want to see how this ends, so I watched the last episode.
It reminds me of how I thought I was gonna hate that show. This also happened with Full Metal. I saw them both on Adult Swim or Toonami, and the one scene I saw of Death Note was him like, it was like the epic music, and he's writing in the note and eating chips, like all.
Oh yeah.
It's like super epic. And I was
Yep.
like, man, This is garbage. You're just eating.
Man, write faster.
Oh shoot.
God.
So
I'm like halfway through, I think, at this point in Death Note, and it's a really weird ride.
Are you
Because
actively
it's
watching
like,
it?
I like put it on in the background and stuff when I'm doing stuff. You know,
really
since I'm like
not
learning
at all.
Japanese and stuff, I don't even need the subtitles. I watch it with the English because I have it in the background, and the English is actually really good. So I was like kind of surprised because usually anime is pretty trash when it's in dub.
I've just never.
I
been
don't
a
really
fan
watch
of
that much anime, to be honest.
I don't know. Like, I don't like putting anime on in the background because, like, I'm not. Like, I wouldn't really be paying attention. If I'm watching it, I'm watching it, and if I'm not, I'm just not there.
Yeah. I do that with like TV shows. I'll put like That 70s Show or The Office on in the background.
Gosh, I've seen The Office so many times. I think I'd actually like just not want to put it in the background because it's just like, man, I don't know. This might be super. Actually, no, this is going to be very controversial, but I think Office is overrated. It's not like I don't enjoy The Office. It's just like, damn, people like, I don't know. People act like it's I don't know, the shit,
It's
or like the
super
only good
overrated.
TV show to exist.
If you
I'll
use
admit, one thing I think it does really well is like,
It's definitely a feel-good comedy.
yeah, like it makes you feel whole. And I mean, when one episode ends, you just the next one, the next one,
Yeah.
the next one. Like, that show just keeps you in so.
It's like
well.
eating a bag of Lay's potato chips.
That's actually why I was muted, because that's what I was doing.
we could hear you
Guys,
through the
ready for this
mute.
podcast?
I haven't actually had a meal today, so I was waiting on Bone Crusher Toast to get home.
Do you only eat
I
when
was
your
waiting
wife's
on,
here?
I just
No
well,
one
she
knows.
likes to make food, and if she makes something, it's actually something that's cool and different. If I make something, it's like a sandwich or ramen. So
The male lifestyle.
yeah. And then I sit on the floor with my one bowl and one spoon, and I eat it, and you know.
Wow, what a life.
Well, would you have furniture if Bone Crusher Toes didn't buy all this stuff?
No, I bought all the furniture. I bought the couch and the entertainment center. Well, she bought the entertainment center because the one I got did not work out. And I bought my futon and the tatami mats and my desk and my dresser. All
The
that
tatami mats.
Dear
that's
God,
what
there's a lot of weeb going on in this
my
episode.
futon sits on.
I remember when I was like little, when I'd like go to my grandma's house and stuff, she'd have like a bunch of that kind of stuff because she like lived in Korea for like the majority of her life.
Oh, that's
So-
pretty sick.
Yeah, no, my family's Korean, so I like grew up with a lot of like traditional Asian values.
Word.
And it wasn't like until I started like
Word.
learning, like I started learning Japanese because like, I don't know, I tried Korean and I found it really difficult because the phonetic system was just like, I don't know, there's a lot of weird phonetics. And then Chinese it's Chinese. That's just hard. And then, I don't know, Japanese has been pretty easy so far, so it's kind of the reason why I've been like watching anime. It's because like I was interested in like learning Japanese, and I don't know, I don't want to watch like those Japanese like dramas and stuff, and like I'm not gonna watch the game shows because that stuff is kind of Papega brain. And yeah, it was like anime was like the only like TV that I could watch that was like Japanese that like actually had content.
You could watch Japanese Ninja Warrior.
Japanese. Actually, I've seen that show. It's pretty cool, but there's
He's
not a lot of
long.
talking. It's more like a lot of screaming. They're like, "Sugoi."
So, James,
Yo,
how have you been this week?
I've been doing okay. Still just moving cards and stuff. Actually, today, a few sets ago, they started inserting these Starlight Rares in the packs. The odds of pulling one are like probably like 1 in like 300 packs or something. It's really, really slim, whatever. So, and they're worth hundreds of dollars. And depending on which one it is, some of them even hit like 4 digits. So it's really popular for like people online to make what are called orcas, which are basically fake versions, and they look really similar, but you can still tell the difference between an orca and the real deal or whatever. So one night I was in the Discord call here with not here but in the other channel with Light King and Troubles McLovin, and Light King stumbled upon this Starlight Rare Lightning Storm, and this guy had it for sale for like $400 and something, and the card retails at like $700. And so we were looking at it and checking it out, and Truffles even messaged the guy, had him send pictures back with a timestamp and whatever. And so we were all feeling good, and Truffles was like, yo, do you want dibs at this? And I was like, I don't know. But actually, while I was saying that, I had already purchased it. And then a few minutes later, they were like, oh my gosh, it's gone already. And I was like, oh yeah, I know, because I bought it. And then they started laughing. But anyway, fast forward, the card got here today. And I recorded me opening it just in case it was fake or something, but it turned out to be legitimate. It was in great shape, perfect condition. So now I'll just end up moving it, and I'll make a little bit of profit on that. So that's pretty cool. Negatives. I went and played Yu-Gi-Oh! Yesterday at a local card shop and just got slapped round 1 and 2, and I just dropped from the event. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to keep playing. Dang. So once you go X2, you can't win prizing anyway. But I was like so disappointed with how I lost, because part of it was just like the plays that I chose to make were just really bad. Or like when I had the opportunity to do something, I just didn't do it. And I was like, man, I'm like mentally not in the game right now. So I just came home. But Bone Crusher Toads ended up treating me to IHOP. So that was cool. You know what? You got some good sportsmanship. You don't sound like the guys I play Magic against. They're like, man, if I drew this card, you would have been so toast. I actually can't stand when people are like, man, if I would have been able to draw one more card. I'm like, bro, you know why you didn't get to draw one more card? Because the game's over and you lost. That's how it is. Like, dang. I don't ever, when a game ends, I don't ever like look at the top card of my deck, because it doesn't matter, because I didn't get to it. And if I would have gotten to it, the game would still be playing, So that was those have been the ups and downs of my week. So thank you for asking.
Okay. Beater, go. You want me to go? Was that you volunteering? Have you done anything in 7 days? Yes. Want me to go while you're trying to figure out stuff?
I mean, my classes started this semester, but I don't know if I talked about that last podcast. I had to get a new laptop for school.
Yeah, you talked about that one last week.
Okay, but there's an update on it though.
Oh, okay.
Because mine was defective, and since I don't like play games on it really, like I didn't really have the need to like check the temperatures on it like when I played games. But like I was just curious. So when I turned on the laptop, within like minutes, that laptop was like overheating. It was like running at like 80 Celsius at idle, and I was just like, oh my god. So I went back to the Best Buy I bought it from, and to just get it exchanged for a new one. And the guy behind the counter was like claiming to be techie and stuff. And I was just like, okay, I'll just hear what he wants to say. And he just like looked at it and he was like, oh, it's because you're using a Ryzen processor. He's like, AMD's just so well known for being like not good. He's just like, they overheat, they run slow, and they consume so much power. And he's just like, if you want, I can get you the Intel equivalent laptop for like $100 more. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, man, if this guy like, dude, the moment anybody like shills for a company, like all like opinions they have on like that subject are just invalid. I can't stand shills, dude. It's just like, man, like why do you want to like sell your soul to a company, or like blindly just like buy whatever they put out? Like just buy whatever's good at the time, no matter what company it's from, unless that company's like doing shady stuff. But you want both companies to be good. Like, I don't understand. Like, honestly, like if Ryzen didn't come out and AMD was still behind, we'd still be using quad core processors right now, like guaranteed.
Oh, you think the competition has helped further things?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like Intel could have like advanced their processors so long ago, but like they didn't feel the need to. Like, why would they want to spend like the resources on like designing a new like architecture and making good products if like AMD was so far behind? Like they could just keep making money while spending as little as possible.
That's why the last generation i9s were so bad compared to the 3900s, because Intel just wasn't trying. And it was like, very apparent to see.
Honestly, like AMD just like full on like pantsed them super hard. They weren't ready.
They pantsed them, and they were like, they shit themselves. Look at them.
Oh my god.
Is your new laptop doing okay?
Oh yeah, it's way better now. Dude, it's insane how good like that AMD processor is. Like it, like before like this generation, like Zen 2 like processors, like the AMD laptops were like pretty mediocre. Like they got good battery life, but like their performance was like not good. And it wasn't until like these Zen 2 laptops that was just like, holy crap. Like these are like on par with Intel processors for cheaper, and they use less power and they run less hot. Like I was actually able to play Assassin's Creed Origins on the laptop with just like the integrated graphics on the processor, and I was just like, that's insane. I mean, it has a dedicated graphics card, but like I was just curious to goof around with it. I was just like, man, dude, how hard is this AMD integrated graphics gonna flex on an Intel right now? It flexed pretty hard.
Are you excited though, Beater, for the other big computer announcement?
Oh yeah, Nvidia stuff, dude. Like every time I get on Pornhub now, I'm searching RTX 3090 every time. No more of that other baby porn shit. It's RTX 3090 all the way, man, dude. I usually never get this excited for like a tech launch. Like Ryzen was pretty exciting, but like, man, holy crap! I was just like, man, I've never been like this giddy about like hardware coming out. It's just like actually insane. Like the performance gains being like 80 to 100% faster is just like quite literally insane. Never like I think it was Linus Tech Tips said that like it hasn't been like since like 2004 that we've had like this huge of a jump in performance between generations, and competitive pricing too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The 70s and 80s are like really low for what they are.
Yeah, and like, dude, it's insane that the RTX 3070 is gonna be faster than the RTX 2080 Ti while being like less than half the price.
Yeah,
it's quite nuts. I'm probably gonna get the 3080 when that comes out. I honestly wasn't planning on upgrading this next generation, but like since I play a lot of VR games, like having a lot of graphical horsepower is pretty important. So
I'm gonna get two 3090s and put in my computer and then sleep in my car. So
good.
Think about how fast I'll be able to.
They haven't even released any numbers for the 3090. I don't think. I haven't really talked about the 3090 other than like it's a thick card.
It's $1,500.
Yep, that's the only thing they said. $1,500.
That's the only number you need.
AMD's gonna need like kind of a miracle at this point, unless like Big Navi is also like running off those Samsung wafers. Because the reason they got such big performance boosts is because they switched to a new manufacturing process. I forgot what the company or like the silicon they were using before, but they switched to using Samsung silicon, and it's just like way better. It's like way more efficient at like just fitting transistors on a die. So they're just able to like put a lot more for like way less money, and that's why we're getting like these huge performance bumps. They could have increased the price, I think, if they wanted to, but like I think they just want to stay competitive, and it's not like specifically towards AMD directly. I think it's against like the consoles and stuff. Like depending, like I think these next gen ones are probably gonna be around like $600, right? Something like that.
Something around there.
Yeah. So you know, if you could get like better than console performance for like the money that they're like, you buy like a 3070 and you get like way better than like the next gen console performance, like it's really competitive. And they haven't even said anything about the RTX 3060, but it's probably gonna be like 2080 performance for like $300. So that's usually how the 60 series cards are.
Yeah, I have a 2060. They're pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty nice card. I honestly, like, dude, it's crazy to think that like I have the RTX 2080, and I think it's right now still like the second best gaming card you can buy on the market right now. It's just insane to think that the next generation 3080's like pretty much twice as fast. Like, so that's insane.
Just buy another 2080 and slap it in your build.
Yeah, just put one more in there.
Yeah, that's how that works.
All right. Yeah. So Austin, how was your week?
My week, I did a whole lot of not a whole lot, honestly. I worked a lot. I applied to 150 more jobs in the week since
100 plus.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa! You've already started at like. Do you still have your job at the place you're working?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I've given them notice that I'm looking for new jobs, and my lease.
You told them?
Yeah, because I don't want to just leave them high and dry and be like, fuck you.
Well, that's why you put like your 2-week notice when you get your new job. Like you get the job and then you put your notice in.
Well, like I wouldn't have done it for anybody else, but my boss like is a cool guy. I don't want to just say fuck you and then leave.
Be like, hey, bro, see ya.
It's like, you'll never work in this town again. And I'm like, good. I don't want to. But
Gosh.
they're cool. Like my boss, like he's done everything. He understands. So I've been looking. I got an interview tomorrow to be an IT administrative assistant, and I don't know what that is, but pays $18 an hour. And I said that's pretty good, I guess.
Where will it be?
It's in like Allen, North Dallas. I can walk out my house and drive an hour and go see Cade.
Ooh. Yeah, go to IHOP with Cade.
Wait, I thought you were Denny's people.
No, I went to IHOP the other night. It was pretty good. Pretty fire.
This is pretty fire.
Yeah, Fuego.
I like IHOP's
Pretty
breakfast better, but Denny's has the better burgers.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys go to those places to get burgers?
To Denny's, yeah.
I once got a steak out of a Denny's. Don't ever do that. If I can warn everybody, I can.
Oh my.
Man, getting a burger at Denny's is like going to a Chinese restaurant and getting a hamburger.
I've done that before too. So
tenders.
I
That's the Corey.
Yeah,
We
you go
walk-
into like the Chinese restaurant and you're like, yeah, can I get chicken tenders with ketchup?
I've done that at Mexican restaurants.
God.
We walked into a Chinese place in like Gimmer. I think that's the city's name. It's somewhere around Tyler.
Gilmer.
And they had a
Gilmer?
buffet. What's up?
I think it's Gilmer.
Gilmer? Yeah, whatever the fuck.
Continue.
We walked in and they had a buffet and they had pretty much everything but Chinese food. They had like tacos on the bar, chicken nuggets, and all this other random shit. I was like, this is a weird Chinese place. And then I ate there. Easy. That's my whole story. Let's see. Games I played Fury, which is,
What is Fury?
dude, it's like
I feel like I've seen
Samurai
it
Man
before.
with
You
that
look.
music from Carpenter Brute.
Fury. How do you spell it? Is it
It's
just like how you would regularly?
F-U-R-I.
Okay, that's why they spelled it wrong.
You can't tell them what they do.
Oh yeah. I've seen this game before.
And it's kind of like a bullet hell shooter fighting game kind of thing. It's really
This
weird.
game doesn't seem very popular.
It's
It
probably
doesn't have that
because
many
how
reviews.
the story is like told. You walk. There's a button where you just auto walk and listen to the story, and then you do the little fight thing, and you need to do that 5 or 6 times. It's really weird. It's pretty good
Steam
though.
says it has a great soundtrack, but I don't know if they're lying to me.
And Carpenter Brute's on there 2 or 3 times,
The
so I would say
soundtrack's
yeah.
Actually amazing for it.
Yeah.
Corey told me it's a good game, so I bought it and then never played it.
But do you listen to the soundtrack?
Yes, I have a few of the songs on my Spotify playlist.
Yo, video game music is actually the bomb. I used to listen to the original Risk of Rain soundtrack like all the time. I loved it.
I've been listening to the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack.
Dude, that's also the bomb. It's so good.
I wish I put
They
that
also have
final
another
level.
game. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called Deadbolt.
Oh, I played that before.
Yeah. That game also has a really good soundtrack.
I used to be in a Discord where people would like always compare games that weren't like ever comparable, and they were like, Deadbolt's a lot like Hotline Miami, and I was like, how
not
the
really.
fuck do you see that in this game? Oh, because they're both grimy and crime games. It's like, I don't know if that's a good comparison.
What was that game that came out? It was like Hotline Miami.
Is it like
Hotline Miami 2.
Heat
Oh,
Wave?
yeah, that's what it was. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It was like a
Corey-
banana. Was it My Name is Pedro or something like that?
Oh, yes. I think that, My Name is
It might have
Pedro.
just
Yeah,
been
yeah.
Pedro. But yeah, that game looks sick. I think I watched Mango play it. That game seemed a lot like Hotline Miami.
Is this really not on Steam? My friend Pedro. Oh, my friend Pedro.
There it is.
I hear that's like a really hard game because you see all the trailers for this doing crazy shit, and then you can't do all of that because you're bad at it.
Gosh, I'm like looking through my Steam now. And man, I remember playing a lot of Doom Eternal when that game came out, and it feels like it's gone like completely under the radar now. People are like not talking about it anymore.
I still haven't beat it.
It's pretty good. It's just like they haven't really released any new content for it.
I mean, it's just a single player game. I don't know why they would need to.
I mean, I know they're like planning on like releasing some single player DLC soon, but like there's like a bunch of content they like promised before the game came out, and then like when the game came out, they're like, oh yeah, we're still working on these, and then like they just like haven't come out with them yet, and it's like been quite a while. So,
but has it? It feels like it came out a month ago.
When did that game come out? March. So like what, like half a year ago?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
There's supposed to be like this invasion mode in it where like, you know, like how in Dark Souls you could like go into other people's worlds and like kill them. Yeah, there's supposed to be a system like that in Doom Eternal. They just haven't finished it.
Isn't it the what are they called? Like the demons that are powered up?
Yeah, that's the
that have killed other people.
There's the multiplayer mode with that and stuff. I don't know how they're planning, like, because they haven't really.
Single player mode.
Is it out? Is it out now? Like where you could be like a. I thought the invader thing wasn't out yet.
I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but they have like empowered demons like in the single player mode randomly throughout the game, and I think those are demons that have killed other players.
That might be new because I don't like when I played through it, there wasn't that. So I know they like were gonna add like a thing where you could like invade somebody's world as like a demon and like try and kill them, unless that's what the feature is now. But I don't know. I don't know.
What I said is right. I could be just talking.
Oh, we're all very good at that here. So,
yes.
Let's see. The other thing I did this week was I watched Dizzy play Majora's Mask Randomizer a bunch.
You guys like? Did he like stream it in Discord?
No, he was streaming it on Twitch.
Oh.
And so that got me thinking: was there a Twilight Princess randomizer?
Yes,
and there is. And it's not very good because there aren't any side quests or anything like that.
Yeah.
You just go around and pick up stuff and then go.
Twilight Princess is actually like my favorite Zelda game. I just like really liked the world in that game, like a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like Skyward Sword, even with the crazy motion controls. It's a very pretty game. I think it's better than Breath of the Wild for sure. Cade.
Yes. That's a hot take. To be honest, I think Breath of the Wild is pretty overrated. I don't think Breath of the Wild is bad, but I like 100% people like act like it was like the greatest game ever made when it has like a shit ton of flaws.
It's very, I don't know. I just didn't
the story I didn't find enjoyable at all.
Did you watch that?
Like, there was like, dude, 4 dungeons that weren't even like dungeons was super lame. And people were like, but all the shrines make up for it. And I'm like, man, dude, the shrines are like baby puzzles. I mean, it's not like the puzzles in Zelda were ever hard, but like I really liked those like dungeons and stuff from like the older Zelda games where you could like spend like a few hours inside one. And then like Breath of the Wild is just like, all right, you're gonna do this like 2-minute shrine. And I'm like, oh, cool.
They were trying to make it portable, but like they didn't make the 3DS ones portable, so I don't know why this one had to be portable too.
I just really hope they fix that with the sequel. I don't know.
I hope Ganon comes back to life and then he kills you and you have to play Zelda.
Monk W.
Cade, what did you do last week? Or your whole life, I guess, because you hadn't been on this podcast before.
My whole life?
Yeah.
It's a deep question.
Where have you been my whole life?
I work 40 hours a week and then play video games when I'm not working.
Nice.
What do you do for work?
I work at Walmart.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Do you to manage all the fights in the parking lot?
It's pretty exciting, if I do say so myself.
Gosh.
No, I work in the freezer.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
Yo, sounds kind of cool.
If you catch my drift.
Did you get to see that big ass fire that Corey saw?
No, but I saw it on his Snapchat.
Is Corey still working at the Walmart?
Yeah. For some reason, he called me and he was like, "I'm gonna be late." I don't care. I'm asleep. I don't work today. I was like, "Call Steven."
Beautiful.
Right.
God.
He just went back home.
He called you and he went home.
Yeah, he's a character.
Gosh. Wait, Corey did that.
Yeah. Dizzy.
Dang.
Dizzward.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, why? I'm just like, why would he call you? And then he's just like, I'm gonna be in late.
I don't know, Peter. That sounds like prime dizzy nonsense, if you ask me.
When he gets there, he's like, I called somebody, told him I was going to be late. Person they called didn't even work.
How was I supposed to know he didn't work? It's not like I lived with him or something.
You know what he should have done? He should have just like went home and then knocked on your door and been like, hey, I'm going to be late.
I just went, okay, and went back to sleep. I have to answer Corey with everything he says. Just okay.
Okay.
Suka.
You want to go for a drive, Cade? Okay. It's going to be your last one. Okay.
It gets to 200 miles per hour and he's like, I'm not sure if life is worth living anymore.
Okay.
Let me out.
Every time we go for drives, I'm usually the one driving, even if it's his car.
What? He made you drive? What?
Yeah.
Did you ever get a new car?
No, that's why I drive his.
Oh, okay.
I'm scared to drive mine.
What's wrong with your car?
It has almost 300,000 miles on it. It's really old.
What kind of car is it?
A Honda Civic.
Yeah, I was kind of guessing. I was like, it's going to be like a Civic or an Accord or like a Toyota or something.
I just want to upgrade to a newer Civic.
Yeah, the new ones look really nice. Yeah. Are you thinking about getting like one of the, like, are you looking at the sedans or the SI or the Type R?
Yeah, imagine. No, I test drove a SI, but then when we got to the price, it was doable. And then I got a quote on it at the insurance place, and I was like, nah, never mind.
The only thing I don't like about, like, because I work on cars and stuff, and like I love Japanese cars. They're like by far my favorite. But like, man, I hate replacing wheel bearings on those cars. It's actually the worst.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, relatable. Like, are you looking at getting like a new? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you just like Japanese everything?
It depends.
What's your favorite Fast and the Furious movie? Is it Tokyo Drift?
Shut up.
It's Tokyo Drift because of the American.
Yeah, stupid American. Gosh, it's like Initial D, the movie. If it was like, or like, it's like the Initial D live action movie. They do have an Initial D live action movie, but it's not good.
I would have never wanted to watch it for sure. Isn't
like,
that the one with all the CG? It's like the CG cars that are really bad.
No. They have real cars and stuff in the live action movie, but like it's just like they changed all the characters and they're like completely different, and they like cut characters too, like important like characters that were in the like anime. It's just like, man, scuff.
Yes.
I have a question for our guest, if I may. I was gonna ask you, have you considered making YouTube content?
All the time, but then I just go to sleep instead.
Oh, because man, go ahead.
I have a lot of clips on my computer that are just like they're top tier clips. And then even when I play Melee, I feel like I hit like some pretty nice combos compared to like what I see on like Ping Boys or whatever. The daily highlight videos. I'm like, man, I could be on there if I was.
Do you play with Corey a lot?
No,
really?
No, because he kind of just bodies me.
Dang, I was actually curious if you'd like, go pretty back and forth with him or not.
I may take like one game out of every 20.
The only times I've played against him, every time I take a stock, it's a win for me. That's a win in my heart, taking a stock off Corey.
Yeah, and also Fox Dittos are just like
not
Papega. Fun. Yeah, it's just like running at each other. I hope my move hits yours or beats yours.
He's like, man, how did his Nair beat out mine? Oh my god.
I have no idea how to play the Fox Ditto.
Man, Fox Dittos be hata.
Hiya.
So like, of course, you've been living now in your area for quite some time, but like when
yours is gonna be like,
it's gonna be like, so you've been living right
this street address at this house number. Did you play with Corey a lot at first at all, or was there ever even a drive like that?
Nah, not really. There was like as I was moving in, but then I don't know what changed. I just stopped playing Melee for a while.
Yeah. I was gonna say every time I get to play him when we're done, I'm never like I never walk away going, oh, okay, that was fun. It's always like I want to keep playing. It's been like every time I get to play him, even though I get bodied like 40 games to 1.
Yeah.
So
I definitely like want to play like more Melee, and that's kind of how I feel, because like a lot of my friends, like I could sit down and like literally play Melee for like an entire day, but like I don't have friends that'll like do that.
Oh, we used to. Oh
man,
my God.
or like,
We used
dude,
to.
I'll probably play like the matchmaking on Slippy when like there's a ranked mode and stuff, just because like it's either I body somebody or somebody bodies me, or because I'm playing Luigi, people just like leave immediately.
Yeah,
like some people like, dude, what, you're the kind of person that'll like leave if you see you're playing against Luigi? Damn. Yo, please explain to me.
Because it's just not fun to play against that character.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I was like, it's either because people don't like playing against characters outside like the top 8, or it's just because it's Luigi.
Well, yeah, it's like to beat Luigi, you have to play lame. It's not fun.
Dang.
You can't, like, Luigi gets to do all the comboing, and the opponent just basically.
I mean, I guess you do play Fox, so you just get comboed pretty hard if you get hit.
yeah, and it's like stray hits on you.
Yeah, I just
And
like
you,
I
like,
just
it's hard
hit
to
you off
combo
the stage
Luigi.
and then shine your recovery. That's my game plan.
I mean, that's like everybody's game playing against that character.
I'm gonna shine you.
Luigi's recovery is
It is fucked.
pretty dog.
It's funny though when he misfires like across the dreamland sky.
God. Every time I play with like a few of my friends, like, and I'm playing Luigi, I'll just get that like stray misfire, and they're like, "Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened to me."
Eyes rolled.
He's like, "I hate RNG."
Corey played me once like a month ago, and he was playing Luigi, and I was like, "Yeah, this is real fun, Corey." So I just started playing Falcon. It was one of those days, but eventually we started playing Fox Dittos.
Yeah, because those are way more fun, right?
They are actually. they're not fun, but they're more fun than Fox Luigi.
Yeah, I did want to take a moment to touch on like our guest here today. For the listeners and stuff who don't know, Kade and I years ago, we used to go to each other's homes and play Smash like all the time. I started with like Brawl.
Hours.
Oh man!
I remember Brawl, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to play against you. I just wanted to be on your team.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, you're too good. Fuck this. I
Here's
played
some
Blue Link.
Brawlism.
Oh man! And I would play Captain Falcon, and we would like do doubles against 2 level 9 CPUs.
Yes.
Gosh, that was like the beginning of what would become, you know,
into the game we shall not speak of.
Yeah. And we went on to Melee, and that's
yeah.
Also, this is like a really small thing, but I wanted to tell Kade about this. So, when you take a left, if I'm trying to go into town here in Tyler, I have to take a left out of my complex, and then once I get to this road, it's connected to a spur, and then I take another left. And there are 2 lanes going into town, but there's only one coming out. And so the other day I turned out and there was a car in front of me that I'd let pass and everything. And they were driving where their 2 right tires were in the right lane and their 2 left tires were in the left lane. And and for those who don't know, when we were in high school, sometimes Kade would let me, I used to bum rides off everyone. I was terrible. I was so bad about it. Kade would be the fortunate soul to take me home sometimes, and he would do that because it was a 2 lane going east or south, and then 2 lanes going north, and he would get in the middle of both the lanes. And for some reason, I just thought it was the most hilarious thing ever, and it would crack me up. So I thought of you the other day when I saw that car doing that. Gosh, good times.
Yeah, it really takes me back.
But yeah, it's just what's up?
I almost got slammed in my back stopping to pull into your driveway.
Oh my gosh.
And then I got into your house and all your cats were like super scared. You were like, yeah, what was that noise? I heard a screech. And I was like, yeah, that was the guy behind me almost slammed into me.
Wow. But yeah, we spent a ton of time together playing Smash and
watching
some ping
Golden
pong
Time.
and watching Golden Time on Crunchyroll. Dude, so many memories. I remember, I'll never forget, Scott was at my house, and
this is what y'all like to watch.
Yeah, it was like a scene with a lot of fan service on screen, and my mom was like on the phone talking to someone. I was like, please just don't look at the screen right now. Just, oh my gosh, good times.
Scott's just like, yeah, I think I like anime too.
Yeah. Ah, shoot.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, let's not touch on that topic. So I'll just go ahead. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, you want to go on that one you deleted?
No, not at all. I'm good. You had to be there to see it. To see Rap God Hime going in on the movie script.
Oh, on your stream.
Yeah.
Your end of the stream goodies.
Yeah, I finally set up channel points, or like different options for channel points. And so for 5K, I've done it a few times in the past, just sporadically, but if you redeem 5K channel points, like I'll rap like a article or a block of text over like a freestyle beat. It's really stupid, but it's really funny and people like it. So
I don't know, that one dude came in and called you cringe. So
yeah.
Wow,
that was
cringe.
funny though.
God.
I just added to it, but Brandon was there and Denise, and they thought it was really funny. So good time.
I'm almost to your door giveaway.
Oh crap! Don't redeem that for me. That would be awesome.
But why not? I need a new door, especially since I'll be homeless in a month.
I hope you get
Nanny.
the car, man. I guess real quick, I wanted to talk about. It says movies reopening. So our theaters coming back. Are we
I don't know if that's everywhere, but it's
Not here.
Somebody on my Twitter feed was talking about going and seeing the New Mutants.
Yeah,
whatever
I've seen the trailers for that and some other scary movie. I was like, where are y'all going to watch this? What theater is
advertising
open?
them in theaters?
Yeah, like coming to theaters. I was like, what? What is going on?
What theater?
Yeah, nowhere around here is opened back up, but somewhere they're opened up. So I was wondering if like they were opened up where you guys were, since you all live in bigger cities.
I have no idea.
No, I think. Well, actually, I say there's a place here where it's like a movie theater, bowling, arcade, all in one, and they've been open. I don't know if their theater section is, but there are plenty of cars there all the time. So people are definitely out there touching each other and touching the joysticks and whatnot. So
Sorry, what?
Just leave it in. It doesn't matter.
Is this an arcade or a brothel?
Also, I am actually excited for this. A lot of people are not, but kind of like Cade touched on earlier, usually I'm pretty optimistic about watching movies and TV shows and stuff, but there's stuff that I've seen that I don't care for. But what do you guys think of the new Batman trailer?
I'm down.
It looks okay. I have low expectations, but I'm sure it's gonna be better than Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson is his name?
Yeah. Vampire boy.
I watched him in The Lighthouse, and I really liked that movie.
Sure, The Lighthouse, not Twilight.
What's
No, I'm
that
saying
one?
recently.
The Lighthouse was really good. The Lighthouse was really good with like Willem Dafoe and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's in
Man, I
some
didn't realize
other
that
movie.
other people knew that movie existed.
It's amazing. It's in
It
black
is
and
good.
white.
It's good.
There's only 2 actors.
Yo, I really like the part with the tentacles.
Oh, but I was gonna say, I just like like Batman as a character. I think is really cool and everything. He's really dark and stuff, and so I'm
He's really rich. He's
also got a lot of money.
What's your superpower? Money.
But I'm looking forward to that.
Do you think Jeff Bezos is a person in the Batman universe?
I thought you could have just left it at a person.
I thought he was the guy in that big like green suit.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
And I guess he is kind of the Jeff Bezos of Batman.
Yeah.
Or Superman or whoever the fuck.
I just was thinking of it. I forgot what it was. Oh, what do you guys want to do? Like, or what are you guys gonna do when stuff? Well, I guess you guys live in Texas, so like everything's practically open. So
Yeah, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. Try to stop me, world.
I also need one of those.
Gosh, there's still so much stuff closed here in Michigan.
I'm going to a brand new skating rink / bar in Longview. Yeah, something like that on Saturday.
Nice,
So-
nice.
I expect to be touching people and breathing on them and giving them AIDS.
Wear a mask.
And I'll be wearing some kind of mask, if you know what I'm saying.
Gosh.
I just want like, there's this one arcade in Detroit that is really fun. They have like a bunch of like stuff you can only find in like Japan. Like they have like a bunch of like those like really unique rhythm games and stuff that you can only play out in Japan. And the initial D arcade cabinets. Oh, those are fun.
Is it like a really big place and you have like a card?
Yeah. You get like, you have to like get the Bandai Namco card and stuff. Yeah.
Oh no, I meant like the place itself has like a card you get and you load.
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so. I've only been there like once.
Okay, because I know that's how most big arcades are now. So
yeah, we have one. I think in Arlington. It's like there's a hockey rink, and there's the mall, and then the arcade is like right next to the hockey rink.
Yeah, I went there.
And you have to go. Yeah, you have to go load the card with credits.
What is that? A round one? Dave & Buster's, something like that.
Round
Are you is Texas movie theaters open? I know we just like touched on that, but like I don't know if we like got a definite answer.
Somewhere
I haven't looked.
Somewhere they are. I don't know.
I'm sure there are some with like limited amount of customers or something like that.
Yeah, because I heard like some places where like you could like go to the theater and stuff, but it was like limited seating and stuff. Here in Michigan, they're just doing like drive-through movie theaters. So like they're like projecting on the side of like a building or something like that.
That's
but
awesome.
it's way too expensive. It was like
Also,
I think the one like most theaters are charging like $35 to $40 per car.
Absolutely not. Am I going to that?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it Walmart doing something like that? Or
Where I drive my car up to the side of the Walmart and I look at a movie projector of groceries being delivered to my house. Is that what?
no?
I don't know.
Earlier this year, it was like Walmart brings the big screen to its parking lot starting August 14th.
What the fuck? No.
What kind of Walmart are you at?
Yo, Cade,
Yeah,
what's
what
up
are
with
you
that
doing?
right now?
I work at a neighborhood market. We don't even have online grocery.
Really?
Yeah.
Walmart
Sorry.
Drive-In will transform Walmart parking lots into outdoor cinemas from August 14th through October 21st with 320 showings of hit movies.
Ooh.
You can visit the WalmartDriveIn.com to discover dates, store locations, and the movies for each stop of the movie tour.
Walmart has not sponsored this podcast.
Wait, yes, they have. I work there.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, put in a good word for us, okay?
You don't want to work there. I have no soul.
Shoot.
Yeah, Peter, I worked there for 6 years. That's why I'm so weird. I mean,
Yeah, that's why.
yeah.
I worked there for like 8 months. So we've all had our share.
I've never
It's
worked
your-
at a grocery store
It's your turn, Peter.
or
Time
a
to go apply
restaurant.
at the Walmart.
I worked at a Sonic for 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
Man, did you
This is
get to
the
wear
worst.
your short shorts and roller skates and stuff?
No, I was a cook. I was a
Dang.
SpongeBob.
How sexist. I would have loved to see Cade out there in his short shorts and roller
It was
skates.
on like a really sus corner. My brother was actually a what are they called? A car hop. And so he'd like to bring the food. There's like a bunch of like hookers and shit.
It's not like a restaurant where the receipt says tip, enter
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I hate is like when you go to places, like for example, like let's say you go to like a pizza place and you like go to like pay for the pizza and then it like after the like pay screen it's just like tip and I'm like, huh? I'm like, huh?
Is there a cancel option?
And I'm like, I can't tell if I'm supposed to tip because I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to tip at pizza places, right?
Well, were you served or was it a buffet?
No, I literally went there to go pick it up
Oh, then
no.
yeah.
Oh no.
because I got like so lost. I was just like, huh? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
when I like
what
Buffalo
happened?
Wild Wings, you can order wings and then go pick them up, and then they still print the same receipt with a tip. But it's like I wasn't
Yeah.
served.
I wasn't even delivered. I had to
Yeah.
go
Dude, this
pick
is
it
why
up.
they should just get rid of tipping in the United States.
Yeah, but
They
they'd
have
have
to pay
also have to
people
start
more.
paying the waitresses.
And forget
waiters.
that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Imagine
Keep
paying
them at
people money.
$2 an hour. I think Roadhouse, the Texas Roadhouse, they do shared tipping. So like they combine everybody's tips at the end of the night.
Yeah,
Equal them out to all the waitresses and waiters.
My girlfriend used to work at a sports bar, and it was like that, like the shared tipping and stuff, and it would cause a lot of fights
Yeah.
because people would be like, "Oh my god, I worked harder than this person, and they're getting the same amount as me."
Yeah, I don't think I could do it. If I got $1,000 tip, I'd probably just walk out. I'd be like,
Yo, I'm quitting.
I'm not
boys.
sharing this. I'm taking this to the bank.
God. That reminds me of like this, I don't know, just like, I don't know, tipping culture is pretty awful.
Big suck.
Now let's talk about OnlyFans. Dude, do you guys use Facebook at all?
When you said that, I immediately thought of MySpace, and I was like, no, who would use that?
Dude, okay, so I use like Facebook to sell stuff on Facebook Market, and every once in a while, like just check like the new, not newsfeed, I forgot what they call it, but I'll like check my homepage, and dude, there's like so many girls from my high school that like are like advertising their OnlyFans on Facebook, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of trashy. It'd be like they'll like post like a more like they'll like post like a practically naked picture of them, and they're like, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That's the real question.
You know what? Honestly, it does. It does work.
Speaking of that, the other day on Twitter, I liked this girl. One of my friends was putting her OnlyFans up, so I liked it. And Corey like sent me a message later. It was like, why the fuck did you do that? Why did you do that on your main account?
Shoot.
Corey still doesn't know that you don't give a rat's ass about anything.
I guess not.
Man, does
the
he
most
not know
savage
about
man I
your
know.
true Texan spirit? Gosh, you know what? James and Kay don't sound like they're from Texas, but Austin, on the other hand, holy.
Oh, mine comes out
Man.
sometimes.
Gosh, like, can you guys tell I'm from like the north area?
I can tell that you are not from here. That's what.
Yeah, that's all I can tell. You're not from around here.
You're not from
And
around
every
these
now and
parts,
then
are
you
you?
use, I think once or twice you've called something like the median in the road or the island, like you've used a different term, and then that kind of, I always find that interesting. Same thing with like when Andrew, for those who don't know, Toxic Flyman, when he first moved to this area, he would call soda pop. He would call it pop.
Wait, you guys say soda pop?
No, we just say soda.
Okay. I was about to be like, dang. I was like, man, there's like the soda versus pop, and then there's the heathens that say soda pop.
That's us Texans.
There was a store my dad used to take me to when I was a little kid, and these old men would sit in there and he'd be like, you give me a sody pop, little boy.
Sody pop.
Sody pop.
The S whistles. Sody pop.
Soda pop. What a time.
I wish I lived in those times.
In the
I just
old
went down to
days when you
Grandpa's
could-
store, got a piece of candy, swept up.
I
went
remember
home,
when I used
went
to
home
buy
on a
candy
horse.
for a nickel.
You could have got some Coke with some actual cocaine in it.
I'm actually
Man, what a time to
glad I
live in.
don't live in those times. They sound awful.
They do. They didn't even have AC back then.
Yeah, but I could have been a country boy.
Just like me. Catch me on my horse.
I just had there's one
Actually-
thing here in Michigan that's like unique to Michigan that's like in no other state when it comes to our roads. We have this thing called a Michigan left. It's like almost like it's like a legal U-turn.
I'm thinking about what it could be, and I'm like, you're stopped at a stop sign, and you put it in reverse, and then you turn left going backwards.
Let me look up the textbook definition so I can give you guys a good
It's
idea
an
what it
at-grade
is.
intersection design that replaces each left turn at an intersection between a divided roadway and a secondary roadway with the combination of a right turn followed by a U-turn or a U-turn followed by a right turn, depending on the situation.
Like you see the picture there, right?
Yes.
Like, is there anything like that in Texas?
No.
Dang, dude, Michigan left is like the future, man. I love it. It's like, man, dude, I need to turn around and be like, I'll just take the Michigan left. I don't think it's in like, I don't think it's in any other state, because I've done a lot of driving around the United States and I've never seen it anywhere else. It's like really weird because like whenever I travel and stuff, it's just weird not to have it.
But it can also be called a median U-turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have median U-turns.
Yeah, we have plenty of medians. One time, I was doing 115 down I-20, and the
Wait,
cop-
what?
And
Man, dude, you're like maxing out the speed of your like little Chevy Sonic, right?
no, that thing can go up
It's
to
crying.
160. So I was doing 115, and a cop got behind me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And there were these two big 18-wheelers. So I slid in between those two, and the cop was like, he got into the median, like the median was this grass, and he started doing donuts and shit. And then he got in the other, like, going backwards lane, and I have all kinds of...
He wasn't going towards you, he was going somewhere else?
No, I think he was trying to race me, is what he was trying to do.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, okay.
That's a real thing that happened to me, guys.
Eurobeat intensifies.
Apparently, we have a Michigan left in Houston, and there's one in Plano at the intersection of Preston Road and Legacy Drive.
Oh, that's where I live. 123 Preston Road.
I'm guessing none of you guys have been here to Michigan.
You would be correct.
I would need to see a map. Hold on.
Wait, you don't know what Michigan looks like?
I don't know what
Looks like a globe, right?
the United States looks like.
Dude, I you know what really annoys me is sometimes like people will try to tell me they're like, that's not Michigan, that's Wisconsin. I'm like, I live there.
Weird. I was thinking Michigan was where Minnesota was. So yeah, I was way off. Fuck is it?
I just know it's the Great Lakes state. So.
Yeah. It's the one with the big penis lake.
You know what? You're not wrong. It kind of looks like Squidward's nose too.
Is that Lake Superior? No, that's Lake Michigan.
God. Oh my God.
Do you live on the larger part, Beater?
Me? Yeah, I live. I don't live in the UP. I'm not a Ooper. A Youper. They talk like they have a really thick accent in the UP. They pronounce their O's like this.
What does that stand for? The Upper Peninsula? Is that what that is?
Yeah, the UP, the Upper Peninsula. They call us the Trolls.
Okay.
Because we're under the bridge.
What bridge? Is there a big
There's a bridge between the UP
Canada?
and the Yeah, there's a bridge between the UP and the Lower Peninsula.
Oh, okay.
So they call us the Trolls.
I'm looking at this map, and there's like this big island in between one of the lakes. I didn't realize there was an inland island here in the United States.
What's the temperature there right now?
In Michigan, it's probably like 70 something. Yeah, that's like beach weather here. Yeah, it's like 74.
It's pretty cool today. It's 82 here right now.
I remember in elementary school, like, in order for us not to have to wear a jacket outside, like on the playground, I think I had to be like a minimum of like 55 degrees outside.
Oh, but otherwise you had to wear one?
Yep. I don't know. It's like 55 too cold for you guys out in Texas.
That is. If
like,
it was
would that be like cold
here? Everybody would be wearing jackets. Yes.
I don't know. I think the mid 50s feel really nice when you're outside. If you're in a house or something and it's 55, you're going to be shivering and wishing you were dead.
Is Texas like what, 80 out right now? Something around the 80s?
Yeah, near 80.
But yeah, like,
I remember
that temperature is great for like tennis though. Like once you get out there and you're moving, oh, it feels good.
Man, I like people here in Michigan, if it's like 80 out, people complain it's too hot.
Well, the big heat wave that hit Canada a year or two ago, it was only 80 something there. And like, I don't know. It's probably going to be 80 something on Christmas Day here.
Michigan has very wild temperatures because sometimes it'll get up to like 100 here in the summertime, and then like in the winter it gets down to like negative like 20 and 30. It's like Michigan doesn't know how hot or cold it should be.
We call our weather bipolar weather because
you guys call your weather bipolar?
Yeah.
How cold does it get? So it doesn't get cold enough to snow there, right?
No, it didn't snow here.
How often?
Like it has in the past.
Well, I know most states that like are
not annually for sure. It's not like Snow Day the movie. Nobody here is having a snow day anytime soon.
Have you had a snow day before, like when you were like in school?
Yeah, I had one, and then I had to go play a basketball game in it. So
dang.
It wasn't really a school snow day, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, was there snow on the road?
Yeah, we built a snowman.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember when I was in high school, my physics teacher, he said that he used to teach like school in Africa and then like in Hawaii for like a while. And then he said that one time it's like while he was there, it snowed in Hawaii and all the students were like, what the fuck is that in the sky? Like they were like so lost because they'd never seen snow before.
It's probably snowed here 7 or 8 times since I was alive. I didn't see snow fall until I went to like the mountains. I had never seen it like actually come from the sky. I always woke up and it was there or it wasn't. And it was most often not there.
Man, if it didn't snow here in Michigan, like during winter, it'd be kind of weird. It'd be kind of weird if it didn't.
When it snows, do you go outside to make a snowman?
Not for a long time. Used to when I was little.
You're not getting the full winter experience.
Man, dude, I don't feel like putting snow pants on. Man, have you ever experienced like snow that's like up to your like knees or thighs? That's wild. That's wild.
I was on that mountain. I stepped, and then my knee went straight down, or up to my knee.
Wait, where was this?
It was in the Rocky Mountains.
Oh.
I climbed up to the top, and then watched chipmunks scatter around my feet. I took one home with me and tried to teach it. A soldier boy tell him, but he wouldn't learn it.
What about Cade and James? Have you guys like experienced like snow very much?
Nothing to that level for me. It's always been pretty low to the ground, but there's been enough. Like, I've looked out my window before and it's just completely white outside. That's really cool, but it's really rare.
Yes,
man.
We're in the same area, so.
Yeah, we were in the same area, so.
It was like 18 degrees here last winter, or 2019 winter, I think.
Global warming doesn't exist. It snowed.
It snowed like 5 years ago. We'll be fine.
It snowed that one time.
Now that I think about it, that time me, Cade, and Corey were on a trip, it was snowing on the road while we were driving through Misery.
Yeah, you said that, but I never saw it. I guess I was...
Well, that's because you guys are all asleep, and I didn't want to wake you up.
Old Misery.
God. The only thing I remember from that trip is being in Memphis and having a barbecue. Oh my God.
I remember you and me were like fighting when we were in Oklahoma because like you guys hated the entire trip. And I was like, you listen here, you little shits. Nobody wanted you to come.
I remember I knocked you out of the bed because I ripped ass. And he just fell out of the bed.
I remember we were in Arkansas at that hot springs place, and I had woke up in the middle of the night and you didn't have a blanket, so I put the blanket on top of you and then you farted, and I was like, I took it back immediately. It was like, no blanket for you.
That's why you took it in the first place. Like, you took the whole covers because I ripped ass.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna make my way down to Texas.
Come hang out, man.
For real.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the only reason I come down to Texas.
You should come when James's Korean viewer comes to see us.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Killman 000. He wants to visit, he said.
Oh, that's cool.
He wants to come eat real American barbecue for some reason.
Yeah.
Probably because it's fake in Korea.
It's fake.
Probably really different in Korea.
I told him it was really sugary here, so he'd probably get a kick out of it.
I mean, everybody's skinny out in Asia because they don't add sugar to everything.
That's where they're living life wrong. You gotta add sugar to everything.
Obesity is where it's at, boys. If I did come down to Texas, would I be able to stay with one of you guys? Or
Absolutely. I got plenty of space, man. Like half my living room has nothing in it, so.
You used to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards all over the floor.
That is true.
Man, it was like a slip inside in there.
All right, guys. Well, did anyone have any closing words for us or anything?
It's looking like a negatory on mine.
All of you guys, and
what did you say?
I said
Nanny.
Thanks for having me, and I love you guys.
No.
Dang.
It's our 5th podcast, man. We're doing it.
True.
Dude.
We're like 25% of the way to 1,000.
Wait, huh?
Just agree with him and move on.
Well, like fucking Corey to say, okay.
Oh my gosh. For those who don't know, the podcast has a Twitter account now. You can follow it. It's not very good with words. It's at NVGWW. Really nice on the handle there. Level 9. Props to you, man.
WW.
I would like also to give a shout out to the shitheads that post in every single one of my posts that says, hey, come listen to our podcast instead. I'm sure you'll love it.
Wait, hold up. Is that something someone's actually done?
Yeah, that's happened twice now.
What the fuck?
It's me on
Well,
different
the
accounts.
first time it happened, somebody was like, they posted a big follow for follow gif, and I was like, absolutely not. Here's a picture of Goku holding a clown card. That's yours now.
God.
And the second time, the guy just like straight up put all his information in the comments, and I was like,
Did you delete it?
I can't delete shit on Twitter.
No,
They have to
what?
delete it.
He replied to it with like a picture. It was like, take this crap and get out. It was pretty...
God.
So if you want to come and see me dunk on people trying to get famous off of my hard work, you might, I don't know. You probably shouldn't go to that podcast for that.
God.
But
And thank you, Cade and Beater, for being here. Appreciate it, man.
especially
Yeah.
Kate.
I had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. Fun.
Yeah, so thanks for listening to this not very good with words podcast. I don't know how to make it leave. Oh no.